there are no quick results. You have to go through the planning and sourcing of resources, putting together, then you will see results in 2 or 3 years, sometimes 5, 10.
I want to believe in the next year or so, we should be getting out of the woods that we are in.
Nairobi, a vibrant capital city of Kenya, known for its bustling streets and vibrant culture. But behind the scenes, the city faces a daunting challenge: traffic congestion. Commuters spend hours navigating through gridlocks.
Almost a quarter of the nation live in the Namata counties, and we cannot afford to not to do something.
To elevate this issue, the Kenyan government embarked on an ambitious project, the Bus Rapid Transit System. This transformative initiative aims to provide a reliable and affordable public transportation option for the people of Nairobi. But like any grand endeavor, it has faced its fair share of challenges. Phase 1 of the BRT project was envisioned to connect Ruiru, Githurai, Kasarani and other bustling residential areas along Thika Highway to the Kenyatta National Hospital, the country's national referral hospital. Unfortunately, the completion of the project has been significantly delayed due to financial difficulties.
So what do we know about the construction of the Bus Rapid Transit System along Thika Road? The Kenyan Historian has established that there was a contractual breach between the Kenyan government and the contractor, Stakeholder Corporation. So what happened after that? Stakeholder Corporation decided to go into what we call a go-slow. Then what followed was slow progress of the construction, and later workers disappear. And that is the result, a stalled project.
I sought an interview with Kipchumba Murkomen, Kenya's Transport Cabinet Secretary, to discuss this matter further.
Good things are coming. Good things are coming.
Kenyans should not be worried.
No, you shouldn't be worried. You just have to be patient. It is in the priority of my ministry to deliver on that issue.
The 27-kilometer Kasarani Kenyatta National Hospital line has been under construction by the Chinese firm Stakeholder Corporation since 2020. The first phase of the BRT system had already made its mark on Thika Road. 2 innermost lanes of the Thika Highway were dedicated to super high capacity buses. The boarding ramps were being erected for easy access. In October 2021, the Safari Park BRT station was nearing completion, bringing immense joy.
Beautiful. Well done. Very happy. Very, very happy.
To all those involved, as their vision of supporting the city's struggling public commuter service and alleviating traffic congestion was becoming increasingly evident.
Our timeline was initially to complete this initial pilot by February 2022. We have a lot of off-site work going on, fabrication of the steel, parts that will be creating the other 9 stations. So what you're seeing here is a prototype of what you expect to see in the other 10 stations. But a lot of fabrication for steelworks is already done off-site. So once we commission this project, we shall be able to move very fast with the 10 stations, and then we'll go to demarcating the corridor. We have said, let's give ourselves timelines for delivery of infrastructure. Between February and June, we should be getting the contractor out. And then during the same period, and we have already started it, issues to do with acquisition of buses. So let's say 2022, we should have a service on this road.
However, the initial enthusiasm quickly gave way to apprehension when the contractor started withdrawing workers and machinery from the construction site.
A contract was awarded to a contractor of about 3 billion or so. Only 900 million was paid, and the rest remained in a pending bill for so many years.
However, the government, through the Nairobi Metropolitan Area Transport Authority (NAMATA), was unable to secure this funding, not even the 1 billion shillings requested by the Chinese firm to continue construction.
This system was to offer a comfortable, safer, and reliable transport to the people of Nairobi. It was to sort the chaotic public transport that bedevils the capital city.
Now, nearly 2 years have passed since the departure of the last construction worker, and the metallic frames for bus stations have been left to gather dust and deteriorate, succumbing to rust. Kenyan Historian discovered that the issue stemmed from the formation of NAMATA. The agency was established through a presidential executive order, and it relied on parliamentary approval to obtain the necessary legal authority.
If you recall, there was a NAMATA bill that came to Parliament, and I think it collapsed there because of politics then.
Due to the absence of a legislative act granting legal status to NAMATA, the agency was unable to receive funds from the national budget. As a result, potential investors such as the Scania Group refused to invest their resources in the BRT project, given the status of the agency heading its construction. And due to insufficient funds, the government was unable to settle outstanding bills, leading to the contractor's withdrawal and consequently halting the project. However, Kipchumba expresses optimism that there is a glimmer of hope in the midst of this challenging situation.
We must be able to deliver on the promises we made. The capital city is extremely important. The traffic jams and clean energy also at the same time, because in the program of the BRT is electric vehicles, electric buses. The buses to be used are electric, and that's why the funding of the European Union we were able to attract, because that program wants to integrate electric vehicles to reduce carbon emissions in the city. And so there's a combination of both the question of resolving the transport problem, but also resolving environmental or climate change issues.
I think Pia Singa is very well versed with that particular topic on NAMATA and the BRT system. You've seen the work that was going on Thika Road, and of course there have been challenges with budgetary allocations because of the obvious challenges we have now with our exchequer and our revenue receipts. But I want to believe in the next year or so we should be getting out of the woods that we are in.
The rest of the lines has to be supported by different methods. There is one where we are going to do PPP. There is one where we are going to use the support of the European Union. There is one that we are going to get support of the Korean fund. So it's ongoing. I am in this office, we are working on it. It's going to be a success. Kenyans should know that we are trying to get some resources from the pending bills to pay the contractors. Once we pay the contractor, we will return the BRT into the programs that we are implementing here. You know that I went and signed for 9 billion shillings support from the European Union when I went with the president to Brussels, and that is for funding BRT in the city. So it's on course.
The Kasarani Kenyatta National Hospital line is just the beginning. The BRT system envisions several other motorways being transformed.
We have Outer Ring Road, we have Mombasa Road, and this Thika Road goes all the way to Rongai. Mombasa Road goes all the way to Kikuyu. If you think about the line 3 that is coming from Tala, Tadora, Rescos, going all the way to Showground and Gong. So these are gazetted corridors. We have 5 of them.
Part of what you have seen the interventions, as you saw in the finance bill, there are also interventions related to that in terms of electric buses and electric vehicles. You've seen tax waivers on electric motorized transport, so that you encourage more of the electric buses to come and be used in the country because they'll become cheaper, encourage more people to use buses and other public transportation, including taxis, and that's why you've seen we've also zero-rated even electric cars, so that we encourage people to move away from fossil fuel to move to more green energy.
Once fully operational, these corridors are expected to accommodate up to 950 high-capacity buses, reducing travel time and costs by up to 70%. The plan is to have a private firm run the BRT system on Thika and Mombasa roads. The government envisions 300 BRT buses being operated by this firm, offering a much-needed solution to Nairobi's traffic congestion. My name is Enoch Sikole, and this is the Kenyan Historian.